Hello, 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 everyone. It's Kim from K&RP here in southeastern Manitoba. Yeah, I was streaming earlier today, but the temperature has changed, so I'm going to give you an update on our temperature. It is still sunny. It is currently 26 degrees Celsius, feels like 30. 79 degrees Fahrenheit feels like 86. So it's warm, it's humid, it's a beautiful day out there. It's a beautiful day in here. I would like to thank everybody who's been following the Streamathon along. So many people have put so much hard work into it. Well, basically, Miriam and Ruel organizing it all, and all the creators who have planned what they're going to create each and every day. I appreciate all the work that everybody has put in. I, for one, have had such a blast setting things up. I have done paper dolls. We did paper dolls earlier. That seemed to be the theme of the day because today is paper. Yesterday, I did my floral collage. Today, on this one, we are using paper scraps. And the reason I'm using paper scraps, everybody's got them. We're paper artists. Hey, and welcome. We're paper artists, paper crafters. We use a lot of bits of paper. We end up with things like this. Now, somebody had asked how small a scrap I keep. Well, I keep very small scraps. Hey, Belinda. Nice to see you again. Yeah, welcome, welcome. So I keep small scraps. The reason I like small scraps is because I make itty bitty sets of glasses. I like to use the confetti from Hole Punch because I use it in my florals that I do. I had a box of florals here. They've disappeared. Okay, they were around the corner. And so I use the confetti for my flowers in my florals that I do. So I'll keep all kinds of scraps. All kinds of scraps. So I just want to show some of the things that I like to do with them. Those who watch me often have seen many of the things that I do with them. One of the things I want to show you, though, is when you've got a scrap of white paper, just plain white paper, and I know that we get lots of plain white paper. You can throw some paint on it and use it as painty paper. You can use this. Oh, I need to take this phone number. Oh, no, Ron will get it. Sorry. Hey, Sherry, welcome. When you've got a white piece of paper like this, it's always fun just to take a colored pencil, pencil crayon, whatever you call it. I call them pencil crayons. I'm just going to take a pink. And then something that you can... Hey, Jen, nice to see you. You're enjoying the Streamathon? That's awesome. I like taking a piece of... This is mat board. And I've got various woods of it. And I like to draw lines on a piece of paper. And that way I can rip it, cut it into various sizes, shapes, and I'm just going to throw it in my journal just like that so that there's more writing space. These ones are really far apart. Sometimes, but it adds that little bit of whimsy and shows that you have done something else that is creative with something somebody else would throw out, right? It's okay if you've got a little bit of a scribble or a wiggle on it. It shows that it's handmade. I will sit in front of the TV occasionally, not very often. We know that. Because the best thing on TV is the dust. And man, have I got a lot of dust right now. Not a good thing to admit to, but it's true. I need to do that. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. But if I'm sitting in front of TV or if I just need something mindless, I will take a whole bunch of even not necessarily painty paper because not everybody has pens that will write on paint. So any plain scraps of paper, insides of envelopes, sometimes you get that really nice blue from the envelopes. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's nice to have just some lined paper that you can tuck into a pocket. Hey, Anina, nice to see you. Tuck it into a pocket, glue it down onto a page. It doesn't have to be rectangular. You can make it kind of a really nice shape. But again, a little bit of writing space, but it's unique. Totally unique. All right. So we do lined paper. I'm going to do the same with this one. I just stamped some paint, leftover paint that I had on stamp on the corners. Hey, change places and we'll join you. Okay. Miriam's going to come and play. We're doing what we do with scraps. All right. Yeah, I sent Miriam the link so she can come join. She did. Wow. Miriam did a 7-hour stretch earlier. Like, I'm talking earlier, like all night. 7-hour stretch. Can you believe it? Oh, the woman's a machine. Promote, change places, and we'll join you. New schedule. Yeah, there is a bit of a new schedule. A few things have been moved around. I've still, yeah. Okay, so then we know that I like to doodle on book page. So that was a piece of scrap. I just doodled on it. This will make a great background for a tag. You can take a word. I've got words. I just had words. See? Kim's confused. Kim's desk is a mess. I had it clean. I did have it clean. I know. How is she awake? I don't know. Chocolate. Chocolate comes first, definitely. So something like that, people love to put just a nice word plain with a nice background. It's fun. These can be used as pockets. I would chop this up. In fact, I'm probably going to chop this up into chickens or cats or something. So this could even go on the front of a pocket as a base for a pocket. All right. So what else? What else? I have punched out big yellow pieces. I used a hole punch. But because I had folded it, I'm going to see if I can turn that into a pair of glasses. That's what I was holding on to it for. Because I like to have glasses of all sizes in my stash. Because sometimes you've got a bigger face and you want to put glasses on. Or sometimes you just want to put some sunglasses down on a page. If I put this down on a piece of black paper and glued it down and cut it out, it would make a cute pair of sunglasses just to throw down on a page someplace. Try to understand chat first. Yeah, it is. I know. Puppies. I've done puppies. I did those. You know, I don't know why I do cats. Maybe because they're easier and I don't mind making them goofy looking. But I have a hard time making puppies look goofy because I love puppies. I'm a dog person, not a cat person, as a rule. But now look at this wonderful piece I have here. If I cut it there and I cut it there, wouldn't that make a great edging? Let's just edge a page with that. Let's just grab one of these started journals I've got that I'm going to be using as giveaways. And, I should probably just use the journals that I'm working on for this month's giveaway because it's still this month, right? Oh, the problem is I was working on the closure and I haven't finished. I'm doing a big crochet closure for it. We'll work in it anyway. I'll just be very careful not to get glue on the crochet thread. I could. They would be very cute. You use me to justify your keeping of little scraps. Oh, awesome. So I'm going to take this and I'm just going to put this down on the edge. It's going to look like a border. It's going to look like it was meant to be there. Whoever gets this little journal can doodle on it. They can outline it. It's just going to be a little bit of, yeah. I'll be honest, this journal, I made it backwards. Well, no, I didn't make it backwards. What had happened was I didn't fold the envelope properly in half, the one that I'm using as a cover. So I had a big, long front cover. So I was going to wrap it around the back, but then I thought, okay, I've got it set up so I can wrap it around the back. And then I had the problem with that because if I'm adding more stuff to this little journal and definitely have to stuff the pockets, etc. See, doesn't that look cute along the edge? I'll hold it up so you can see it a bit better. So I save these little bits. I add them to corners, just a little bit of something, and Kim scraps. So anyway, if you look at this was way big. And it's now folded in half, that part of it, and I had wrapped it around. This is the back of the book. So I had thought that this front piece would wrap around and I would have a closure on the back. Very confusing, whatever. But as it's getting more full, this wasn't doing the job properly. So I decided that I would fold it over and punch holes. And so it's going to be almost like a spine. And this is going to wrap around and come back to the front and go on a button. Oh, you can't see. I'm not on screen. Okay. So this is going to be where it opens. This is going to wrap around. I'm doing a string that's going to wrap around. And then there's going to be a button over here. And it's going to loop onto the button as a closure. So that's what it. Oh, I'm pulling it back because I caught my finger on it. And that's that piece we did Sunday with texture when we were doing texture. So I figured I'd put that piece in there. So I'm going to continue adding scraps to this because I can. All right. So I use these little scraps. I put them on the corners of ATCs. I put them on corners of all kinds of things. I like putting them in the journals. So I don't throw those out either. Maybe I should put this down here. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Bring some more thread out so that I don't pull much more back. It will be what it will be. I can redo it. I have the technology. Okay, so this is the journal we're going to be adding things to. So then I've got this one. Now, this is a very interesting piece. I can't even... flowers? It looks like I was cutting flower petals out of it. Yes, no? Does that make sense? So a lot of times when I get a piece like this, I will then do a wobble cut around those pieces. So it's really nice and thin. Really nice and thin like this. And I will put that on a page just as a piece of interest. Like I did this. That was cut off of another scrap piece of something. So I'm going to add that to the cover because I think those are going to be very interesting on the cover. Very eclectic. My work is always kind of weird and strange. Kim glossary. Oh. Yeah. Kim makes words up. It's something I've done forever. And then, of course, when your kids are little and they make up words because they can't pronounce something, that gets adapted into our daily vocabulary. My granddaughter used to say walla instead of water, so it's like, want walla walla. And my oldest daughter used to say moogitch instead of music. So, yeah, we have a tendency to make up a lot of words in our family. Okay, so I love having these odd shapes because whoever gets this can then outline it, they can doodle on it. It's just someplace else that they can play. Does that make sense? And of course, I still have all this. So I'm going to cut that down the fold. And this one is fun the way it is. So I can take this and glue it onto like an ATC or something. And this one can go on a corner in the book. Let's put this one to go on an ATC. I'm adding a scrap pile here for things that I need to use. You know what? Let's take that pair of glasses I just did, and I'm going to glue it down onto a piece of black painted paper that I had for making the dolls, and I'm going to make those into sunglasses. And I'm going to just shove those in there. Eclectic means a little bit eclectic. Can somebody do a dictionary lookup for me? I would normally do that. It's kind of boho. It's not one single theme. When I do a journal, I can have everything from chickens to lace, right? That it's very random. Random? Is that a good word for it? Various things different together. Yes. Different things all together that form something. Yeah. It's my style. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you've ever seen a picture of my living room, that's very eclectic. So now I'm going to cut these little glasses out. Lop that off because we lop everything off. Yeah, from handmade blankets to felted items, definitely. And wood-turned stuff, and crocheted stuff, and silk flowers, carved items, everything. I've got everything in my living room. I do. Okay, so I'm cutting out these. They look like sunglasses. I'm not getting quite as close as I did. Random items thrown together. Does that make sense to you, Anina? Like, my journals are all eclectic because they're not just one single style. Lace is the crocheting is totally different than the frazzled flocker that I shoved in here. And I still have to put a dog's face in there from the other day's stream. I'm going to keep this because it's going to end up somewhere else. So let's just find a page and put these sunglasses. Oh. I could put a smiley face on that after if I want. I think that'll look fun there. We're going to glue that in. I know I'm off screen. I'm just smushing glue onto those glasses. You know what? Let's put it. I have an envelope thing here. I'm going to put it here, and I might do a fun face with scraps. We'll build a face with these to go with these sunglasses out of the scraps. How's that? I like that idea. So then I've got this one. It's kind of different. It's got green circle on it, a hunk of white. The white's going to go because So this, I'm going to turn into goofy hair coming off the top of this set of sunglasses here. So I've got the point where it's going to go into the glasses like this, right? I'll glue it down like this, this, and then I'm going to turn this into some funky hair. So this is just a little wee corner scrap, right? It's not huge. It's not overly crazy. I love your paper doll, Miriam. I love your paper doll. So, as I say, I'm just going to turn this into some funky hair. Because I cut all this little stuff out. All these little snips now are going to go in the garbage. That. So is everybody enjoying the Streamathon? I'm having a lot of fun. I'm getting so many ideas. I just watched the video before my stream here, and her paper dolls. Oh, I love them. The silhouette. Okay, so we'll have some funky hair coming out there because we can. These little snips are going to go right in the garbage. I'm fast. I don't know if I'm fast. I'm just playing. You know, when I've got scraps of paper in front of me, I just look at them and lop them up, and I don't know. There, we got some funky hair happening. We need a nose. Yeah. Hey, nice to see you, Brenda. I hope you're getting to relax a bit. Yeah, Peg's video is really fabulous. I want to play with that, but, you know, eventually. So, we're making a little critter. I've got this wonderful, I guess I was cutting another swoop, and this one is the leftover from it. I'm going to make, no, I don't think I want a big pink nose. Let's do, I've got this orangey stuff. It's got some printing on it, so I'm going to just go on this side of the printing. And I'm going to just make a nose out of this. Oh, fast to see your picture. Well, I've got it up beside me because I have two screens. So we're just going to make a nose kind of shape. Something like that. What do you think? Is that too big? Anyone? What do you think? Too big, too small? It looks like a tie. You're right. It does look like a tie. Maybe I need to just make it shorter and fatter. Oh, Anne likes it? Well, if I put a mouth underneath, it won't look like a tie anymore, will it? I could give it a green wart. Jimmy Durante. Yeah. Or Kilroy was here, right? Just needs a fence and hands. Okay, now we need a mouth. Okay, this is a really thin piece. If I had a floral going, I might use this and cut some grass out of it. Hey, Nancy, you're doing some rock painting? Awesome. Nancy posted some little wooden dolls that in Meet Your Creativity that she's going to make into some dolls. My doll is done. I gave her a purse. I highlighted her earrings a little bit. So that was my earlier stream today. Okay, we've got a nose, we need a mouth. I've got some red here. Ha! We're going to lop a mouth. I only need a piece about like that. Again, people ask me, how small a scrap do you save? Well, I save them all. Okay, I'm going to fold this. No, I don't normally fold it for mouths. Yes, I do. I do fold it for a mouth. Sorry. Some things I don't fold. I just lop. But a lot of things that I want reasonably symmetrical, I do fold. So we're going to go, the bottom lip's going to go up like a smile. And then we're going to go in and we're going to give it a nice little kissy bow. Oh, thanks, Jan. Thanks, Nina. And that just fits. So I think I need to take those top bits off just a little bit. Because this is just lined paper from a day planner. So it's very, very thin. So I don't really want it hanging over the edge of a page because it's just going to get ruined. Oh, thanks, Belinda. Forgot how much I like making paper dolls. There. So then we got mouth. All right, glue it. Glue. See, I'm running out of space. So I'm working up high because one of the streamers today said something about people need to zoom their cameras in because it's really hard to see when you're on the phone. And I don't know how to zoom my camera in. So we've got the stool up on the table. Okay, so we got a nose, we got a mouth. Now I can come and add teeth to this mouth if I wanted. You know, give it a big toothy smile. I might come back and do that. But I didn't really want to paint anything today or this stream because I have a regular cup of tea and I don't want to put my paintbrush in it. So we'll just give him a smile. Give him a smile. All right. So now I've got this little scrap here. So I'm going to fold it in half. I could glue it in the book just like this, outline it, use it so that somebody can put a word on it or something like that. But I'm not going to. Surprise! I'm going to start here. Do a fin. I'm wobble cutting. Doing a fin. Oh, Miriam's coming in. Let's add Miriam. Hang on, Miriam. I've got to find my cursor, honey. Hello, Miriam.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I'm playing scraps, and I'm always happy playing scraps.
Ah, perfect. You know, I have scraps here.
You have scraps? Awesome.
I have some scraps. I don't know, I have scraps.
Oh, you know, as a paper crafter, I think we've all got scraps.
Yeah. Okay, so I never did paper doll like officially, so I can do with you.
All right. So now I've got a couple of little fish. Yeah, blend it exactly. Exactly. So I've got a little fish. Of course, I will envelop. I'm going to end up embellishing them. Miriam, this is the doll I did in my stream.
Oh, so pretty. I couldn't be in your stream. I'm sorry,
You
Kim.
know what? You have to sleep sometime.
Yeah, you are right.
Seriously.
I
Okay.
think I never fell asleep so fast like today.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got a little bit
Yes.
of paper here. I'm going to punch a hole in it. And
Maxi wants to say hi, Kim.
hi, Maxie. How are you doing today?
He's going to bed.
He's going to bed? All
Yeah.
right.
Good night.
Sweet dreams.
Good night, Maxi.
So out of that little scrap, I punched, because it was folded, I could punch a hole in the middle of it and turn it into another little pair of glasses.
So, what are we going today?
We are playing with scraps and what to do with all the little bits of leftover scraps. Oh, and
Oh,
Nina's going to bed? Okay, sweet dreams, Nina. Enjoy work tomorrow.
thank you for coming.
Yes, thanks for coming. And Nina has a job at a garden center.
Oh, she's working tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what? I am going to grab my brushes that I left there in the bathroom when I washed them.
Okay.
Because I need,
You need your brushes to paint? I get it.
yeah, I
Okay.
want to paint my pages.
All right. Miriam's working on an absolutely incredible junk journal. So I'm going to take that little strip of paper and I folded it in three. Hey, Allie, nice to see you. And I'm going to turn these into chicken bodies. So go around from one side to the other corner. And then we're just going to do a swoop from one corner so that it looks like this. And those are chicken bodies. I'm going to glue them down on a white piece of paper, add legs and things. And I got some chickens.
Chicken.
Yeah, using up scraps.
Okay.
Using up scraps. So I've got these leftover white pieces of paper. Do you see how much stuff I can make out of this pile of scraps today, I think. And we're going to glue these chickens down.
I'm going to paint my pages in my journal, my new junk journal, so I can put my goals there. Whatever idea I will do with my scraps.
I'm just using up scraps. I always use up scraps. That's how I end up with so many Kim bits because I can't throw anything out. I have a really hard time throwing scraps out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chickens are fun.
I will do some headless chicken.
Some piglet chickens?
Headless because I am doing the fairy book, so I need to put headless chickens.
Headless chickens. All right. Your headless chicken's right up there with my eyeball.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I've got my chickens. Let's just add their wattles. We just do a scribble in red.
Okay.
Or combs, whatever you want to call these things. Now we're going to do the chickens. We're going to add the beaks and the eyeball, and we're just going to outline that red stuff, outline the body. Give it some little tail feathers, some legs, and a wing. And we have a chicken. Hey, Lisa, welcome. Oh, nice. We're playing scraps, so I'm just showing how I use my scraps. Do you want to come play? I posted the link in our group chat. If you want to play scraps, you're welcome to join us. It's always fun. I love having people join me. I love the fact that we all do things so differently and people can see what everybody else does and it gives them ideas to do things their way. Right?
Right.
Oh, chickens facing the same way.
Right.
So I think Sunday on our Feral Artists group, we're going to be making how we make our travel kits to take with us.
How we make?
Or things that we take along with us to play with, right?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I have some chickens. Woohoo! Another scrap used. Just scroll it up. Yeah, I've got a to-go kit. All right. So we've got something like this. I can fold that and cut flowers out of it. I can cut leaves out of it. I could cut one of those cat tabs out of it. What do you think I should cut out of this one, guys? This journal doesn't have a cat tab. Maybe I should do a cat tab for it. Thoughts? I really haven't played this journal very much. This is the month's giveaway. I did put one of our flockers in. I've got all kinds of little bits of stuff that I put in, the texture stuff from Sunday. I've got a cat's nose when I was doing the prompts. Got a feather dangle. What do you think? Should I do a cat head?
I know. I tried to having a chicken here.
Okay, let's do a cat. So I fold it like this. And because there's so much white, I'm going to kind of watch where the cat is in regards to the white shape for the chicken for page edges. I haven't done page edges. I glue them onto white paper and then I cut them out and I put them all over the place. Focus center. So I just kind of cut out half moonish. I don't even know what shape that is. I just fold the paper and cut them. Does that make sense, Lisa? I love the chickens. We have fun with the chickens.
I need some visual aids.
You need
Not
some,
him.
you need some what kind of paints?
No, I need to do a sketch of
Oh.
what I have in mind because I cannot do it only with scraps.
Yeah,
So,
that's okay. You go ahead and sketch. I am just playing what I do with scraps because I keep them all. Okay, so I folded this in half. Right? I've got this in half. Now I'm looking for my scissors. So we're going to start with the paws. Got a paw there. And then we're going to have the cat head. This almost looks like it's a cat head with an ear to me. And these cats are wonky. They are not. And the other paw. I need to dip in here just a little bit more. There we go. We have a cat head and paws. Now I'm going to make his face. I'm going to take a pink marker or a pencil or whatever you have, and you do the little triangular nose. So then we're going to outline the nose and give the little mouth happening. We're going to draw the cat, kind of like an outline around the edges of it.
I think you need to go to frame
Go
a little bit up him.
There we go. Oh, sorry. I was off screen.
Yeah, it's better.
So
Yeah.
I have the paper folded, right? And so I cut out two. So they're opposite.
Oh.
Okay. So now we're going to do just a couple of eyes. I'm just doing eyes like this.
Okay. This is
And
my
these are very simple. I don't go overly crazy with these cat eyes. We're just going to use a white gel pen and fill in the rest of the eye. Give it a little sparkle. Now we're going to put some whiskers on them. Uh-oh, muscle spasm. Hey, Renee, nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. So now I'm just going to take the white gel pen and I'm going to give them some whiskers like this. Okay. So now we're going to turn this into a page tab. What we're going to do, see, I've got these scraps on here now. Let's move the scraps. Scraps can now go beside me. And I'll just keep pulling scraps out of the pile and using them. Again, people have asked me, how small a scrap do you save? Well, I save them small. Okay, so I had the scrap. It was a larger scrap. I folded it in half, and I cut out the cat head and paws. Just rough cut, wobble cut, as I call it. Now we're going to put glue just on the head of the cat. Just on. We're going to leave the paws alone for now. Now we're going to put the head. We're going to line them up. Line them up. Right, so we have a pretty solid head. Oh, that back side of it looks really wonky, doesn't it? It's okay. It's fine. Oh, yeah, definitely could do a unicorn. So now what I'm going to do is, I didn't glue the paws, so I'm going to open them up. We're going to find a page. Find a page. Let's use this book page. I don't know what else I'm going to do with this book page. This is the little journal I'm giving away at the end of this month. It's not a journal, it's a signature. So we've got the paws open. Now we're going to put glue on both sides of the paws. And we're going to take the page and we're going to put those paws behind it and these paws in front. And we have a page tab. Does that make sense, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Now when the journal's full, we've got a peeker.
Love it.
Peeker. Peek. Could definitely do a unicorn sometime. Okay, so let's grab another scrap. I have a bunch of these little calendars from 2018. I can paint on it. I could do all kinds of things with it. But what I like to do with them is I chop out the numbers and I use them on tickets, or I just use them randomly on pages. So you could cut them this way so that it's, like that. And we can glue it down just randomly on a page because it's a fun thing and people will go, wonder what the heck that is. Had to move your car? Oh, good, the gardener's there. Did he ever finish that hedge off for you, Belinda? We're just going to put that right like that. It's a little tricky. But you know what? This is a junk journal. This is something for somebody to come and play in, add things to, whatever they like. So, of course, these numbers are big enough that you could cut them out individually. You could cut them out this way. You could just cut out a pair of numbers. These little calendars, if you come across them, are fabulous, especially if you're making little tickets and things. Awesome. Awesome. So I always have a few of these calendar things around so that I can do things like that.
I don't remember when I saw a calendar, like a physical calendar for lifetime.
Yeah. Well, the company that I was working for had half a box of the little calendars left over.
Oh.
And so they said, hey, you do paper stuff. Here you go. So, I mean, I'll throw them and I'll paint on them and doodle on them.
Wow.
Just like little bits of paper to play with.
Yes. Perfect. Yes, sometimes I remember things I had many years ago, and I said to myself, why I didn't save them?
Yeah. You know what? We can't save it all. I have stacks of books over on the far corner there that I have to go through because seriously, I have books that I need to thin out.
Uh-huh. You're not alone, my dear.
No, I'm sure I'm not. Sure I'm not.
Okay.
I
have my chicken. It will go like that with a snake.
Can you send it? We've only got the head.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Now it's me. So this chicken had the wings, had the head in her hand,
Uh-huh.
and she's riding a snake.
Very cool.
This will be the hollow what I was. I don't remember. Like the horse, the headless horse.
The headless horseman, yeah.
Yes, that she will be the headless chicken.
I like it.
Okay,
I like it.
let's.
I could do that with one of my bookworms. I could have somebody riding the bookworm. That would be fun.
Oh yes.
Maybe one of those chickens that I just did. Copy.
Yeah.
Oh, see, he's
Oh, you did a snake too. I didn't see it.
No, I did. I've got these in my box. A bit, my
Oh,
bits,
okay.
Miriam. I got a whack load of these. But I think my snake worms are a little too long. Do I have a smaller one? See, now I want to have a chicken riding a worm.
Okay. I am doing chicken.
Oh, look. I do have one that will fit.
Oh.
Okay, so let's cut out a chicken. Oh, thanks. I had a fun making those. We did those one day too.
Oh.
Because I throw nothing out. I use it. I don't know. I don't know.
It's a total betray if I am coloring today instead of gluing.
You've had a very busy day, Miriam. So if you're doing that and you're
So I'm
finding it,
excused. Yeah, I'm excused then. I'm using paper as the base.
you're still using paper.
Yeah, of course.
Still using paper.
I'm
And you can turn
gonna
that chicken into a doll, right? It's a chicken doll riding.
if it's chicken doll, I am doing paper dolls too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you rock. You rock,
Nobody has to say that dolls have to be people,
of course.
right? So I have a chicken. I could have that chicken ride that little
Chicken
bookworm.
doll, headless horseman, crappy chicken.
He's got a toque on. Okay. To you guys, it's a beanie. To me, it's a toque. I'm Canadian.
Oh.
Okay, where do we want to put him?
As for me, it's a koba. I'm Israeli.
Yeah. There? What do you think?
Wow. She's riding too.
Make it a tuck? Lisa? Oh, a toque? Oh, Toque. Toque. That's what we call it.
Okay. Can you tell me where is my teacher?
You know what, Miriam?
Yeah.
You put them someplace safe. You put them someplace safe. They're with my.
Yes, of course. Under the paper that I am using. Okay, baby.
I did the florals last night, and I have no clue as to where the heck I put them.
Oh.
Okay, so we're gonna glue these chicken's legs onto the worm. Well, I'm glad you had a nap. Naps are important.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about it.
Oh yeah, Miriam. I don't think you napped long enough, dear.
Oh, no. I slept, but how can I tell you? I died on the bed.
Well, yeah.
but it was worth it. I had a lot of fun. I think people enjoy it.
Yeah.
I have
You're
to
not staying up tonight though, right? Raoul's taking the night shift.
no, I am here in the meantime. Let's see. I taking the last night shift, but tomorrow I have no streams, no personal streams.
Okay.
So I told Raul 7 switch me, so I don't need to wake up like too early.
There.
You can keep my company.
Awesome. Hey, Beth, nice to see you, hon. Beth is following me today, guys. I'm playing with scraps, Beth. My itty bitty scraps. And I'm putting that in this little journal that I'm giving away at the end of the month. What else do I make out of scraps that is little? We could cut some flowers. Got this purple. I can get some flowers.
Mm, yeah. I have flowers already made.
Me too. I have funny. I was looking for them yesterday for my stream because I thought it'd be good to have some made so that I didn't have to make everything. I was done way before my time was up anyway.
Yeah.
Uh,
Read? Did you read Renee? She said, "I've made camp on the couch and our family room, so I can watch a nap as needed."
perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh, prednisone zombie. Yeah. Oh my. All right. So I folded that little wee piece of paper in four. We're gonna cut flowers. Wobble cut a circle thing. I want to thank all the watchers. I'm gonna throw this out. It hurts, but I'm throwing it out. Okay, Beth. God,
Mm,
God. Yeah, nothing like a good marathon. This is a wonderful marathon.
yeah. Mm.
Got little purple flowers. And they're little. They are little, guys. Nice and little. Okay, we're going to do black centers. Now, again, like I said yesterday, you can make them as elaborate or as plain as you want. These ones are going to be really plain. I'm just going to take a purple pencil crayon and just do some little bit of squiggles around the centers. It's not all flowers are overly exciting. Some of them are pretty boring. They are.
Mm. You do things so little because you do it with scraps. I cannot do that.
I don't know why I do it with scraps. So now I have a piece of tissue paper that's got wild green paint on it. I'm just gonna tear that up a little bit more.
Mm.
Just like that. And we're gonna glue it down onto a page. Let's glue it onto this page
Mhm.
over here. And we're gonna put the purple flowers on it. Maybe I'll add some other flowers.
Wow, you have an instant feel.
Pardon?
You have an instant field.
Yeah. And because it's tissue paper, I'm just putting a whole bunch of little dots of flowers down. because I don't want to haul out the really wet glue and my brush.
Oh, okay.
So I just dotted it all over. Oh, do you need like meniscus stuff happening with your knee? Or are you getting knee replacement?
No.
Oh, that was a big intake of breath. What happened?
Anyway, today with arthroscopy, they do miracles.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. I think I've got my furnace is on.
Look, we have. I sometimes I can't hear you either very well. I try to guess what you said.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was happening here.
What I said is that no, nowadays uh, the, the operations are so easy. Like they replace it with the 4 points of entry, and you come and go, walk after the surgery.
Yeah.
So, what do you say, Lisa? I able to
Okay.
explain? No, not everything. Let's see. I need a little bit of shadow or something. See?
I'm throwing that out. It hurts.
Oh no. Put it in an envelope and send it to me. I
Seriously, Miriam, they're shreds. They're absolute shreds.
know, I know. That's why I'm laughing.
Be careful what you wish for, hun.
Yeah, I know. I will receive a box in the mail. By the way, today I wanted, we wanted, because Maxi went to send the envelopes,
Right.
the letters,
Yeah.
and it was closed because we had a kind of holiday here. So I will go tomorrow.
Yeah. Why it happens? It does. It happens. Okay, so I did some shading around the center. I don't know. I'm still not close enough to my camera for you guys to see what exactly I'm doing.
Oh, yes.
So just a little bit of pencil crayon shading around there. And now I'm going to take a red. That's not red. I'm going to find a red. And I'm just going to go around the outside just a little bit. Just giving these flowers a little bit of depth. You guys saw me do this yesterday, so you know, and we'll do this. Beth, I'm using up scraps. Beth was going, throw them out. And I said, I can't. The thing is that you know you're always going to have more, so I could throw them out. I
Yes.
just oh,
Yes.
oh, thanks, Lisa. So now I'm just going to outline these flowers. Because I think that the glue behind the paper will be dry enough. I can do this. This is how I do my journals. I find a scrap and I make it and just glue it in randomly.
Uh,
And I love you.
you.
I did. I threw some out, believe it or not. All right. Now,
She is not throwing away scraps. She is throwing away almost bits.
yeah, and crowd gasped for air. Exactly. Okay, I have this piece of purple. What is that going to be, guys? What about one of those crazy stick people?
Oh,
Make it into a dress, like a yeah. Lop it up. We're gonna just make a dress here, and yeah, I'm keeping that. I'm keeping that too. This little shred, if I had an ATC sitting here, I would probably stick it on. It's going in the garbage. Okay, so I have a dress. These are going to go in my triangle bin. Oh, see, that's something else I can make with the scraps. I'm going to do that. Do that next.
wow.
We're going to just do a little bit of shading outside. And where it comes up, we're going to make it look like it's kind of ruffled. A little bit of shading happening there. Get that white pencil crayon that I put back. Silly Kim. We're going to highlight the tops of those ruffly things. Now we're just going to glue it right down on the page. Right here. Or do I have another? We did this guy.
Is this a maxi skirt or it's a mini or it's a maxi doll?
This is just going to be a little. I just stick people onto this. I'm just going to do head, stick arms, and legs. Maybe I'll put wings on her. We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I love that chicken. I love Miriam's chicken.
Thank you.
So this, like I say, this little journal is going to be given away on my regular Tuesday stream at the very end of the month. I'm not sure what the last Tuesday of the month is, but
If you are not subscribed to Kim, please do it. We want to spread the joy, and she's very interesting, very talented.
thanks, Miriam. Hey, Dana, nice to see you, hon.
Dana,
How's your vacation going? Something like that. Now I can take a what color wings? I have a copper metallic. I don't know where I got this. Probably the dollar store. Lisa said, do a few sticks of straw from her bum.
I'm so amused today in general.
So I don't know if she's.
It's a fairy.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a fairy doll.
Hmm. Okay, gentlemen.
Oh, thanks. All right. All right. I have this lovely. This was actually an incredible print, but I hacked it up. Now, what are we going to do with this? So I think this has a fair bit of kibitz in it. Let me see what else I've got here. I can show you how I do my feathers. Oh, look at this one. See this one? Let's make a feather out of that. Yep. This would make a lovely mushroom, I'm thinking. We're going to do a feather. So, of course, we're going to fold it in half because that's what I do. Now, we're going to take a piece of string, some sort of threadish yarn. I have my bag of stuff. I always keep a bag of this kind of stuff beside me so that I don't have to go back forth looking for things. So I don't need a very big piece. This actually has a bit of a glitter in it, but okay. I'm going to glue that inside here. I'm going to glue this down. It's going to end up being wherever.
Alcohol paints? No, nobody in that story. I am using acrylic marker, but I did use paint with my finger on the background. So
I think I want it a little bit farther over. That's better. That's better. I like that snake, the polka dot.
oh yes, she's very fashionable. If you see the heels of my chicken,
I love it. Those are great heels.
yes. Okay, let's
So we're going to
go
go
on.
beside the yarn. And feathers have those things that go down. Just cut a rough feather shape out. It doesn't have to be exact, guys. Now this paper is really too wet to cut yet. But that's how I do a feather. And then I fringe it all in like this way. There's the feather. We saw it. It's in here someplace. Like this. And then I fringe it all in like, I don't know how well you can see the cuts, but it's all fringed like a feather. And that's how I do my feathers. This is also going, and that little bit of black wool. That's a wonderful chicken. Are you going to have blood kind of dripping from her neck?
Maybe.
Because I'm gory. So I'm all about the blood dripping.
Depends how over 18 is your channel.
Mine is not rated for kids.
Oh, perfect. Then maybe yes.
I'm pretty sure I put on all my streams that no, it's not
Yeah,
available
I
for
do
kids.
the same.
And then I just cut in like this at an angle
Wow.
and makes a feather. And sometimes they have that little V, so you cut a piece out. So, there's so much stuff you guys can do with scraps. I don't know your style or what kind of journals you like to make, but I'm sure that there's something that you can see that you can make yourself instead of having to buy stuff all the time. I like having stuff on hand so I can just grab and go. But obviously, after showing my bit box yesterday, I don't do that. I just hoard it. Which is good and bad. I know this really isn't good for my scissors. Cutting glue, wet glue. But if I don't do it now, it's going to go in a bin on my desk and I will have to do it later because I have so many bins on my desk with unfinished bits. I really need to start finishing some bits. If I start them and I'm showing you how to do them, I need to do them. Just like that. Just like that. That piece needs to
So simple for you.
All right. So then, of course, I will come with, when it's dry, I will come with some white and do the quill part of the. And then I don't know which side I would like to use. Probably this side. It's much more colorful. Yeah. I start with a feather shape. Well, no, I start with a piece of a hunk of paper that I fold in half and I put a piece of yarn or a piece of thin wire or something in there. Yeah, and then you just cut out a rough feather shape and fringe it. Because basically that's all it is just like little fringes. And then once it's dry, like I say, I will come with just a finger of white paint and just do that. Yeah, and the thing is you don't get a lot of little bits from doing that. I mean, sometimes if you slip and you cut out a section of feather, you'll get shreds, but for the most part, it's good. All right, let's do an itsy bird. It's time to do an itsy bird. We're going to take this here hunk of purple. See, big hunk of purple, because I use my scraps up in such a way that I will have scraps till the day I die. Yeah, I just put a little piece of yarn in. It gives it the quill, and then I do cut it flush. This will need a bit more glue in it sometimes, but yeah. Okay, we've got a folded piece of paper. So exciting. So exciting. Like little folded pieces of paper. What's an itsy bird? You had to ask. These are my itsy birds.
Do you know how Kim's husband proposed? He passed her a little paper.
These are my itsy birds. So, yeah, I keep all my little scraps, guys. So we're going to make an itsy bird. So I've got this piece of paper, folded it in half, because that could be the body. So we're going to start at the tail, and we're going to start at this corner. And we're going to go down. And then we're going to do the head. And then, see, I could have gone all the way, but I did not. So you end up with a little shape like this. Now I've got this scrap, and I will save that scrap because I say I'm going to make, we'll punch the glasses out of this corner because it's in a fold. Of course, I have to save the little confetti because I use that for my florals. I am a sick puppy. I am a very sick puppy. Doing this and talking through it, my word. I don't know. So there I've got another little pair of glasses because I can't throw anything out.
Miriam, Eddie the headless chicken, right? No, her snake, sneaky some. Oh no, that's Lisa. Wow.
All right. I'm going to take this piece here. And I'm going to take a piece like this. And I can fold it or I can keep it straight, like flat. But I'm going to fold it. And the reason I'm folding it is because I need two tails. I don't normally do it so that I'm only doing two at a time. I am usually doing about 15 at a time. So when I cut tails out, I would have a black tail on a purple bird and a black tail on an orange bird or something like that. So I've got it folded like a taco. We're going to start at the pointy end and we're just going to wobble cut like this. Now I've got two tail feathers for my little itsy birds. That one has a weird lump on it. We're just going to take that down. And this one too. And now we're going to glue these on these here birds. I am going to throw this out. And you know what? Look at this. This is, nope. Throw it. Toss it. I'm being good. Beth, I am being a good girl. So then we just put a little drop of glue on their tails. We're going to add those tail feathers. Now these bits and bits, when I make them, I like to have them so that I can put them on the flap of an envelope like a seal. I do the same thing with, I've got little, over here. These little sticks that I made. I use those as a seal as well on envelopes. I haven't. What do I have open that I'm echoing from? I don't have. What the heck? Why am I echoing? I just realized now. Yeah, I'm echoing. That's weird. Okay, I'll shut that up. Is that any better? Nope. I still have a bit of a weird. I don't know what's going on. I could have done that. I do a lot of mask making. I could have used that tail scrap to make a flower. It's in the trash now, and I am not going to take it back out. I'm going to be a very, very good girl. I've got this orange, right? We've got that orange. I've got this little scrap of orange that I can even keep it, save it. Beth? Hey, Goldie, welcome. Okay, so I've got this little scrap. We're going to fold it in half. Because I've got two birds, I'm going to make two beaks at once. I did pitch it. I was a good girl. Yeah, I will let you know. Because I make feathers, like tail things, often. Okay, beak. We're going to go around. My beaks are the same shape. See? That's going to go too. I'm being very good. I'm not taking it out of the trash. So now we've got these beaks. We'll put a bit of glue on the beak, and then we're going to decide if we want the beak to go forward or if we want the bird looking backwards. Like that. Both of them are looking at the pigs. At their tails. Like that. Aren't they cute? They'll get cuter. Uh-oh. Knocked the birds over. Okay. So now we're going to outline them with the black and give them their wings. And of course, I will come with like a metallic pen, a gel pen, and do some swirly stuff on the tails. So we've got the beak. It's going to go like this because they have a mouth. Same thing with this beak. Can you see that? Oh, I'm really little, eh? Got the beak. We're going to give them a wing. I just do like this for the wings on these guys. Now we're going to outline the head, the body. Now I can give them polka dots. I could give them stripes. How much work do you want to put in? Sometimes I get really crazy and I do all kinds of decoration to them and give them a couple of eyes. We're going to shadow. First of all, I'm going to take the gel pen, fill in the eyes. Top of the beak is light, so we're going to make the top of the beak light, and the tips of the tail is light. Oh, can't see, can't see. Now I'm going to take that purple pencil crayon that I've got and give them the shading around here and around the eyes and the beak and under the wing. Needs nostril. And we need eyeballs. And that's how I do Bitsy Birds. Hey, Michelle. Welcome. Nice to see you.
Hi, Michelle.
I'm playing it using up scraps, Michelle. I have so many bins of scraps. It's going to take me 900 lifetimes to use them. Miriam's chicken is fabulous.
Thank you, Kim.
Heckle and Jekyll. The cartoon crows were Heckle and Jekyll. Oh, come! I need one of those because it's got to go in that journal. He should be perched on something, I'm thinking. We did a cat page tab today while we were playing. Little flower garden. I don't know. I've got one of our frazzled flockers in here. Oh, what about there? Because it's looking like he's looking up and that cat's looking like he's looking down.
Yeah.
What do you think? Hey, Goldie. What do you guys think? Yes, no? I think so. Let's do it. Gotta have the whimsy.
Now I am going to go to alcohol markers because someone asked what I was using. I think Belinda. I don't want to. Maybe I am mistaken who was. So I wanted to let you know.
I love the mouth on the snake.
Yeah, I think it needs work. I forgot something. Yeah, really. Thank God you said mouth.
Oh, wow, Lisa. So this little journal has lots of Kimbits in it. It's got the paper flower, the pressed paper flowers. It's got little made-up flowers. It's got inchies and twinchies, doodles. It's got our frazzled flocker, a cat nose inchie. We've got our cat, page tab cat, itsy bird. It's got a fish and frames, and oh, we didn't do any frames. And a flower doodle thing. Just a regular doodle. Stack of books. I make these little books. I make lots of really little bits, guys. This is a dangle and a cluster. Just a doodly page. We did this guy while we were playing here today. He needs a highlight down the center of his nose. It's almost like a beak. And at the top of his mouth. That's better. Much better. What do you guys think? Do you agree?
Thank you, Brenda. Yeah, of course.
But
That's all the intention of my art. Bring joy to your life.
stick angel or stick fairy.
Uh,
Lots of confetti. And then we've got chicken red and a bookworm because Miriam's doing her chicken red and a snake. I had to do one too because I thought, but my chicken has a head. Yours does too. It's just carrying it.
I love it.
Awesome. It's fun. We're having fun. All right. What about, okay, let's do a mushroom. I really like this. I'm going to do a mushroom out of that. I have lots of mushrooms here. I got this one. I got this one. And this one. I have mushrooms all over my house. Okay, so we're going to start by doing a nice little round stem. It's going to go like this. Throwing that out. I'm going to be very good about throwing stuff out now, guys. I'm going to be really, really good. Honest. Okay, so this comes up. We have the cap that goes like this. And then we've got the how do we do those spory things? Just like lines like that. All right. So I drew some lines and stuff on the mushroom. Now we have to shade it so that it looks like a mushroom. So this is a little bit lighter. So just use a little bit of a light pencil on there. Little drippy. The front of your kitchen window? I have shelves of mushrooms.
Yeah.
Shelves of mushrooms.
Nice.
And because my husband turns them, my daughters have a lot of mushrooms. In fact, he was making mushrooms to take to BC way, way back and had them on the kitchen table. And when we got up in the morning, there were all these little drawn pictures of mushrooms on the table, and our mushrooms were missing. My kids snapped them. Because that's what kids do. So I have a mahogany color here with some little bit of shade around the edge. Probably should be darker. I'm all about shade. All about the shade. Hey Maritza, nice to see you. Oh, thanks, Sally. This white isn't as smudgy as I would like it to be. Let's see if I can smudge it a bit. Because sometimes you just don't want those lines. You just want the highlight, right? I'm just using a piece of paper towel. And it's still there. The lines aren't as predominant as they were. I'm going to do the same thing with the top. I could have used paint, washed down paint to do this. Would have been probably much easier. But as I say, I don't feel like dragging out the paints today. There. Little mushroom. Out of scraps. Out of scraps. Guess that's got to go in the journal too. Where do we want to put it? I'm going to cut some frames. Always looking for frames. How about right there? What do you think, guys? Yes, no? You have a mushroom village? Awesome. Well, mine isn't a village, it's just a collection. Just a big collection of pictures. Awesome, awesome.
Wow.
Oh, see the little itsy would have been really nice to sit on the mushroom. Should I put another itsy bird, guys? Oh, a chicken? The problem with the chickens is they're bug cut because I can't get close enough to the legs. But what about an itsy bird? That's the one? These guys? Okay, so we're going to audition a few. Whatever works for you. What about a worm coming out from behind? Wow. Now,
I think Lisa wants baby chicken.
a worm coming out from behind. I could probably do a little worm. My worms aren't little. I'm looking for one with fun colors. I've got 3 or 4 jars of these little guys. He's fun. He's nice and bright. What do you think of that one? Kind of really. Let's see, worms. My worms are really big. I could do a fish. Monster. See, all my worms are really big. Mind you, coming out from behind, I could cut off that piece, and no, that still wouldn't work. Oh, this one fit. What do you think? Baby chicken over doodle art? The itsy bird over the doodle art? Stay. Like that? All right. So you want the mushroom coming out from behind or the worm coming out from behind the mushroom. Let's put these ones back and away. So we've got to chop them. My scissors are stuck to the eye and the yes man. Okay, so I'm going to have to trim this guy's head down just a little bit as well because it's right into the corner of the page. So I'm just going to trim that down. See, I have to do it like just the head, just the head. Oh, let's go away. Just the head. Oh, yeah. Because it kind of covers it. And then there. To there. Ish. Trying to give me a challenge? Am I succeeding? He is peeking around the corner. Let's glue that.
That depends where you put your mark. We only challenge you.
I love getting challenges like this. What it's about. Didn't quite get that edge of the mushroom. It's down now. Look, I'm using up bits. I'm using up bits, guys.
It's very interesting. May I say something, King? It's very interesting. I am seeing my picture, my what I did today on the other screen of the monitor.
Yeah,
I see if you see in the monitor, you see green pasture, white pavement, fence or a mountain, but it's brown reddish,
yeah,
and the sky is blue. It's light blue. I will let you know that they are not. They are different colors on the green background.
yeah.
They're lines. So when you see it from afar or in the screen, you see like the color itself. I wanted to mix.
Yeah, it's
And
awesome. What do you mean it's hard when you have active people in your stream? I love having people throw ideas at me while I play. That's one of the things. This is why I rabbit hole so bad. Okay.
maybe Lisa wants to go to do something and she can't.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's awesome. We have 8 minutes left, Miriam,
Yeah, I know.
and then Beth is on.
And I, I'm over there.
Yeah, I mean, I can always make more bits. I've got scraps
Yeah,
everywhere, but I'm just hoping you guys got an idea of what you could. You should be cooking bacon.
yeah.
Oh, thanks, Jen.
Anne, could you put Beth link in the chat so people can go there if someone wants
Yeah.
when she it's up at the midnight.
Well, she's on right after me now too.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So I am dreaming today. Sorry.
It's okay. All's
I,
good.
I saw like yesterday that you were the last, so in my mind
Yeah, no.
it was the end. Okay, so more duty, but from the bed.
We need Beth's stream too.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm looking up Beth's YouTube channel. Oh, there is Beth. Thanks, hon.
Better.
Perfect. Perfect. Yeah. So Beth is on till 9 and then she's on at midnight. She's busy, busy, busy.
Yes. Okay. You
Miriam,
need to take the bath.
I did. The only thing I did on here today was the mushroom. I did chickens. Used up a couple of my bookworms. This is what I did out of the scraps. I did a stick angel because this was a stream on how to use up scraps. Did a face. Did the sunglasses.
So these two here are scraps. Sorry.
All's good.
That's the
Hey, you do you. I do this.
yeah.
I love using scraps. It's what I do. Oh yeah. What else? I did lots of little glasses, and I did the feather, and I did a couple of fish that need to be embellished. What else did I do? Anyone? Anyone? I did some bitsy birds. Like, oh, we did the cat tab. Let's go here. We did this cat tab. It's a page tab, and he peeks over the top of the journal. So we did the cat, did bitsy bird. I didn't know what else we did. Wow, is that all I did in 2 hours? No, I did a little field of flowers. Bye, Lisa. Thanks for coming. Yep. Oh, and I added some scrap outlines. Oh, and I did the chickens. 2 hours. Guys, that's
Wow,
bad.
a lot.
Nothing done. But I appreciate you guys for being here, and I hope that I gave you some ideas for using up scraps. Thanks, Goldie. Beth, are you making dolls tonight?
What?
Beth said something about dolls, dolls, dolls.
Yeah, I don't know, but we did dolls.
I did dolls.
You did dolls. This is my doll,
Yeah.
my style.
Awesome, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging in there and watching us
Go to bed.
play.
Go to bed. I'll
Yeah.
see you there.
Yeah. So thanks everybody for watching. Please keep your thumbs up and sharing the streams. This is really important to a lot of the creators. Phenomenal group of creators that Miriam and Raul have thrown together. So thanks for everybody watching and chatting, everybody in the balcony, and anybody who watches the replay. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Super thanks for Miriam for coming along and playing with me. I know how tired she
Thank
is
you.
from everything she's been doing. I hope this was a little bit of a respite for her. And hugs to you all, and I will see you around the stream. Bye now.
Bye.
I have to find my cursor. You know. There we go.